Coming from a small-town middle-class family in Gujarat, Dr. Parikh was motivated by his parents during his childhood to pursue a career in medicine. His ambition to achieve success drove Dr. Parikh to continue his education abroad, taking him to England for his post-graduation and finally bringing him to the United States to complete his specialization in allergy and immunology.
और डॉक्टर साहब आपने अपनी एजुकेशन कहाँ कंप्लीट की?
I did my medical school in Ahmedabad, BJ Medical College. वहाँ से then I went to England. I did my post graduation in England in one of the very prestigious hospital in England called St. Bartholomew Hospital, which is 11th century hospital. It's 1,000 years old hospital, and it's like a Harvard of England. And after that, I came to USA and did specialization in asthma, allergy, and immunology in USA in New York Medical College and St. Luke's Columbia program.
So when you were in school in England, आपने कभी सोचा नहीं कि बस वहीं रह जाएं? आप अमेरिका कैसे आए?
America में medicine is a little much more developed than England, and research and development in medicine in different field in USA is much better than Europe. And to learn that, I decided to come to USA. But I had that nostalgic kind of feeling that I must have that kind of MRCB, FRCS kind of training where my teachers had. This was, I'm talking about when I was at a young age, I was thinking that way. My focus was that. And when after being in England, finished my training, then I decided of course, in USA, the training is much more advanced, research is much more advanced. So then I decided to come to USA.
तो आपको अपने childhood से ही पता था that you wanted to be a doctor?
Well, childhood से पता नहीं था, लेकिन I was always wanted, because I like this profession because it's a very noble profession. This is the only profession where not only you make your day-to-day living, but you help the people, and particularly you help the people, those who are helpless, sick, and who needs the help. And I think that's very satisfying and rewarding quality of the profession.
Who motivated you the most?
My own physician back home when I was child, as well as my parents. They always say that in the life you should do something where you help people, and I think that was a good advice, and that's how I ended up in being a doctor.
Doctor साहब, आप गुजरात से हैं. What do you miss about your place of birth when you are not there?
Well, I mean, I always miss my place of birth and where I brought up and raised, because that place was unique in my personal life, because that place taught me a lot of social values. How to respect the elderly, how to respect your colleague, how to, doesn't matter whether you are successful or not, you must see the person according to their point of view, not your point of view. And as long as if you do that, everyone is equally important. And if you look at the person's that point of view, always you always respect in the community, and that's a real value we learn in our Gujarati family.
Perhaps most renowned for social doings, Dr. Parikh has certainly given back to Mother India by opening 12 new clinics for the underprivileged. His generosity towards India is an example for others and very strongly appreciated by fellow Indians, both here in the US and back in India. Balancing his busy professional and social schedule, Dr. Parikh spends quality time with his family.
Sudhir and Sudha, by name, they don't sound too far apart. But tell me, how have you developed both of you, both personally and professionally?
Well, I mean, we knew each other right from the college days, and we came from the same college. Both are physicians, more or less same interest, and that's how we developed. That's how we decided to get married, and and now because we both are professionals, so we both understand each other's busy schedule and difficulties and handicap, and we work around it.
Would you say that you've worked with your wife, you've built a home together, you travel together, you've been students together. Would you say that she's the woman behind your success?
Oh yes, definitely. I give almost all credit to her.
And in what way? How has she been so important?
Well, she supported and helped me long way right from beginning. And during my career, she took care of her kids, she took care of home. And of course, she always, whether sometimes she liked or not, she participated in all my activities.
Dr. Parikh, do you wish your children also choose medicine as their profession?
Well, I think they should decide what they like most. That's the best way to go. But however, if they become one of them become a doctor, I think it will be a great thing, because it's a very noble profession, and by being a doctor, I think they can offer a lot to society.
And Purvi, what do you think? Do you think you're going to become a doctor, or is it too early for you to know right now?
Basically choose whichever path I choose, as long as I work hard and try to not sell myself short, try to attain as best as I can. But I think I chose it pretty much on my own.
Ravi, what about you?
Yeah, I'd like to follow in my father's footsteps and be a doctor like him.
Even after adopting Western standards in living, Dr. Parikh has made an exemplary effort by keeping his family closer to their Indian heritage. Collecting rare and priceless artifacts from India, he has given a very Indian feel to his home.
Well, I always have a dream to make it something big and beautiful.
Where's that dream coming from?
Because I came from a very modest background, with the 5 brothers sisters living in 8x8 room back home, studying under the tree, literally in the park. We didn't have a space in the house to even study. And that time I always wanted to be successful and do something spectacular, and that's how whole process started. Because I went through such a hardship, so I always dream about, when you went through the hardship, always you dream about something which is most luxurious. This room, the whole decor started, most of the articles in these rooms are from India, and we started with the real doors from Jaipur, which is made, which is very beautiful handicraft. The swing, the doors are from the North India. The swing is from the South India. That's made out of solid teak wood. And not only that, but because this is the India room, our Indian national bird is a peacock, and so instead of putting flowers in the room, we put a really nice layout of the peacock feathers.
How would Ravi and Purvi, both of you growing here, how do you participate in your parents' enthusiasm in their social activities, or even in their taste for the house?
I think both of us have been pretty involved in Indian culture since we were very little. I mean, I know a lot of my friends, they can't even speak Gujarati, but our parents raised us learning English and Gujarati at the same time. So it's helpful that we know that is another link that connects us. And also we go back to India a lot, and so we learn a lot about our culture and things like that.
When you both go to India and you visit your cousins there, do you find their activities or their culture back home very different from what both of you do over here?
No, we find it very similar, because most of the Eastern world is getting more westernized now, because they're becoming more modernized.
Yeah, they do the same things that we do with our friends. They go to the movies or go shopping or go out to eat. It's very similar.